All right. It says we are live. Welcome everybody to Thursday Night Live. I would say that, let's see, Mark and I and Matt are probably, and well, Brick Smith too, are the only ones with no snow on the ground, and we have not seen any snow on the ground in our fair state through this whole thing. There was a dusting like Monday, but it didn't matter. And so I'm a little depressed. How are you who have snow dealing with the snow today?
Well, I have many words that are not age appropriate for your channel.
I had to move my stuff out of a U-Haul into here in the snow.
Oh wow! Was it uphill both ways? I just want to know.
It was indeed uphill both ways. There were stairs involved.
How many times did you slip and fall?
None. Neither did my wife, which was really good.
Oh, well, that's good. Brom is in the house. Brickenham's Den, welcome. Good to have you.
Hey, Rick.
That's doctor to you.
Dr. Brom? It is. All right. So, anyway, anybody else moving? I got the Lego moving in snow. Anybody else?
We have a little bit of snow in the. We have a little snow in the DC area. I was scraping off my car and I broke my snow scraper. That was
You're fired.
Kind of sucked.
You're fired.
I've used my snow scraper twice since I've moved to Kennesaw, so it's not even.
Hey,
not even.
Jeff,
Jeff,
chat.
W, you should have an invite. Pop it on in here.
So, Magnus, I have to tell you that one of my greatest ever snow days happened in Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
It was I was working in Capitol Hill. This would have been like the storm of the century, like 93, 94-ish, that time period.
El Nino.
Yeah, and
we got snow in El Nino. Sorry.
It was so bad that the power company asked the federal government to remain closed so that there would be enough power to go around and keep people's, power on. And so they closed Capitol Hill, and so I didn't have to go to work that day. And so instead, I saw that the reflecting pool in front of the Lincoln Memorial had frozen solid, and so I got my ice skates, my hockey stick, and my gloves, and I rode the metro, and I got off at Smithsonian, and people were already clearing the snow off, and we played pickup hockey in front of the Lincoln Memorial.
Wow!
And that was hands down my best outdoor playing ice hockey ever experience. And
God bless America.
Did they think you were a lost Canadian?
What's that?
Did they think you were a lost Canadian?
No, it was the people from the end states, Michigan, Massachusetts, and Minnesota. We play hockey.
We start talking about snow and the Canadians fall in.
They got a little inkling of the snow.
It's like
my snow sense was tingling.
You smell that? It smells like snow. Let's go. Hey.
I have a fun story about snow this week. Water pipes apparently freeze in the winter, and then they burst when you least expect it. And then you have a garage that is now an ice rink and a kitchen that is a swimming pool.
That's great.
I'm sorry, dude.
That happened Tuesday after Beyond the Bricks quarantine cast. I was talking to Joshua, and Emily comes in and is like, I need your help now. And I'm like, dang it, I don't want to move a big heavy thing.
I just want to add on to Jeff's story there. He still showed up Wednesday night. How about the rest of you?
I was on a date with my wife.
Hey, if you'd send me an invite, that might happen.
I was sleeping.
That's fair. So dealt with that, and now I've got 2 industrial fans in my front room and kitchen that is desperately trying to dry it all out, with our landlord carpet guy coming over tomorrow at one point to see how things are going.
Well, if you need to have those fans running, you let those fans run, buddy.
No, it's all dry right now. It's just the mat underneath, and Emily gave me the okay of, hey, I'm doing the thing with old people. Can I do the thing? And she's like, yeah, so we turned the fans off.
That's my fan.
I'm doing this old thing. Old with old people. Oh, my gosh. Still having technical difficulties.
I'm doing the Lego with retired people.
I wish. Oh.
Can you imagine in like 20 years, I'm 60 years old, going, "Hey, what are y'all doing?"
Yeah.
I can imagine you doing that in about a month.
Well, we loaded up this pizza with extra mozzarella, so I will be.
Did you guys know that when you retire, you get COVID and then have a baby?
I don't want to do those things.
It's going to be an immaculate conception in my house then.
Oh man! All right, hey, let's see over here. We have Minifig Collector. Good to see you, Andrew Sada. Man, it's good to see you. He's outside shoveling right now, and we'll probably be shoveling something in here soon. So,
Heyo.
Because by the way, I don't really care about talking about our topic tonight. I'd rather us just blab on for a little bit if y'all want to tonight. We'll talk a little bit about it. So, Maddie, you're raising your hand like a good student. How are you?
I actually took an adventure today because I'm a horrible driver, and I'm going to admit it here, but don't tell my family. I am a very bad driver. So I was like, I'm not going to take the car out. It was snowing and snowing and snowing. It's still snowing now. An extra 1.5 feet was laid down. And so I was like, I'm going to walk to the post office because I sold Slimer and I sold the Chamello. 2 super cool minifigs. But I was like, they got to get into the mailbox like right now. So I'm like, okay, we can do this, but people don't shovel around here. So imagine like 1.5 feet of snow, like coming up to below my knee and having to trudge through sand. And I walk 25 miles uphill, 25 miles back downhill to get to the mailbox. A walk that normally took 10 minutes took me 2 hours.
2 hours?
Yeah.
Can I just tell you that you say you drive bad, but I will almost guarantee you in the snow you drive better than I do in the South. I will just go ahead and say that right now.
Well, everybody's been I've been seeing some really crazy videos of people driving terribly in the South, like with just this much snow. And right now we have like this much snow on the roads because they were shoveled earlier, but like the walking pathways, it's like a lot.
Yeah, that's Oklahoma.
Yeah. Just remember, us in the South, our roads don't get treated, so
your roads aren't treated, and they aren't like ours are mainly like a concrete asphalt blend or something, so it melts quickly.
Yeah, not here.
Okay, so I just wanted to say Chris wasn't here the other day, but we need the continuing story of your extra bricks.
Okay, here's the saga. So super sorry if you are on TikTok and you saw that horrible brick separator saga, but I thought it was funny. Okay. So I keep a bag of extras. It's kind of lost in the muddle.
Right.
And
But what happened is on Thursday, was it that you were working on it? It was Thursday?
Yeah, it was Thursday. I've been doing it every day since Valentine's Day. And I noticed, like, you know, the extras are usually like 1 by 1 or like a random plan piece. But I have these 1 by 2 extras. I have a gray one and a tan one. And I was in a live stream and I was showing off the build. And it was like, yeah, I have this extra 1 by 2. Don't know where it goes. And then here it is. Here it is. And I was like, no, how did I do that?
It's supposed to look like this.
Maddie, I feel like you don't understand Lego.
Look at this. And then I started shouting at myself and being like, I don't understand Lego. And then I was like, do I leave it? I decided to leave it because it's next to the crack in the wall. So it kind of like goes together.
No.
It does not.
Fix it now. Fix it now.
This bothers me on a spiritual level.
I'm going to always not see that.
And I thought, like, okay, brick separator, let's do this. Let's pull it apart and get in there. But then I thought, I don't want to go through that trouble at the moment. Like, it's totally okay.
No,
and my followers who were watching, they were just like, oh, idiot. Like, you're an idiot sandwich. But it's okay. The tan one, I don't know where that one goes yet. I may have pulled a piece when I thought it was missing. Oh my god. Everyone's gonna be like, what about the tan plate? Right, Brett Hooper, the tan plate. I'm not sure where that one goes yet, but we're gonna figure that one out.
I hope you drive better than you build Lego.
So, I don't know what you guys would do in that situation. Would you have taken apart the whole build to like fix that mistake, or would you have left it?
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
I
so-
would pull that base plate down, and I would dig up to it and put that piece back in there and push it back up. So
I seriously considered that.
Or just like pry it apart that little bit and like
And wedge it
VCR
in.
that one plate in.
I would just rip it apart.
Well, but here's the thing, like, then I thought about it, and I definitely missed some more major pieces in the detective set when I was rebuilding that. It was like, I think it was like a 1x8 or a 1x6, and I was like, where does this go? And somehow I changed the pieces up for it to fit instead of using a 1x6. But
How do you sleep at night? How do you sleep at night?
That's the question.
Actually, I think I have a better solution: is you build a mailbox to put in front of it.
well, okay, then that's fine. Then I don't have anything to really work on right now. So let me just start prying that apart, and I'm gonna fix it before the end of this.
Or you could put a little like a repairman in the back, and he's got like a little tray of cement, and he's got this thing, and he's making that part to put in there. That would,
Well,
give him a trowel.
Yeah.
Why I decided to leave it was because it's in the same location where the criminal was digging out.
I'm pretty sure there's a Fabulam fig with a trowel.
Jeff is like,
so you can
no.
get a trowel off
No.
of Bricklink for
No.
like $400 and
No.
give it to a minifig.
No.
Oh, it's that cheap, huh?
Rich has 4 of them, but anyway.
Rich sort of looks like some like Lego form of Silence of the Lambs.
I got my stuff back. I can play with it.
Whoa, what?
Let's all right, Rich. Let's see, man. We see Lego. Let's but you gotta take that. Okay, thank you. Because I can't play you down Denver if you do that. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Did you want to see? Did you want to see what's going on?
Just do a quick turn.
Okay. Lego building still packed up.
Turn around.
Every now and then I get
Parts not unpacked yet because there was some spillage into the shrink wrap, but it's all there. Nothing fell out. Some posters, some other stuff, a beverage, my vehicles, lots and lots of instructions, some more.
I like your fancy window treatments. That's nice.
Yeah, you mean that one, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna change. It's just mostly to keep prying eyes out for a while.
Well, do you have a fire extinguisher down there?
It cracks me up. You're like sitting on like milk crates, but like the Lego area is like got priority over there.
Of course it does. What do you think I am?
His wife is sleeping on a cot like on Gilligan's Island. He's sleeping on the bottom. She's sleeping on the top. But the Lego's all out, right?
Yeah.
What's
so
the problem?
Unfortunately, not all the Lego is here. We still have one to do.
All right. Well, get your snowplow and make you a way in there, buddy.
I think it's 23rd is when we're going to go get it.
Sweet. All right. And speaking of great creations, Rick Smith, how are you today?
Tired. How are you?
Good. Tell us about what's making you tired.
Woo! Well, she's less than 6 pounds. She's almost 21 inches long, and she stole my heart day one. Brittany had the baby, had Penelope Grace on the 12th, and we got her home Tuesday, and I'm sleepy.
Is she a sleepy baby or an angry baby?
No, she is a very sleepy baby, but
Good.
Yeah. She's my oldest and my youngest are the quiet ones. My boy was just full on and has not slowed down yet. He's 4.
My daughter's the same.
Yeah. 3 years and 11 months. He'll be 4 going on 50 next month. I bagged up a Lego set. I built it, then I put it in a bag, put it back in the box.
Yeah, well, your skateboards probably will hold on just as good as mine will. I mean, surfboards will hold on just as good as everybody else's.
Let's
Double
see.
back tape.
No.
There they go.
Well, it'd be awesome if they were actually still stuck on there. Oh no. So.
No, we lost
No.
we lost a there. We lost something up here too. I don't. Whatever, it's in the bag. Who cares?
There you go. Let's see. Brett Hoopa is in the chat over there. We got him. Red Carnage is here with us. Glad you're here as well. All right. All right. Do what?
I fixed it during Rich's little speech. It was super easy to do, and now I'm really embarrassed because it wasn't that hard. So there it is. It's in place. You just have to pull on the window, and everything lifted up.
Step 55.
Yeah,
That's
step
the plan
55.
1 by 2
Super easy. Look, it just pulls right off, and then you could just fix it easily, and then pop it right back in. Idiot sandwich.
I just want to say I'm going to sleep so much better tonight knowing
I feel good about it. Now, step 55. Step 55 is the tan 1 by 2.
There's my kiddo right there. What's up, dude?
And you're welcome.
I'll have to check it out. The Zoom Junior's in.
That's right.
His new haircut.
Yeah, he's got him a new haircut too. So
special lunch. What was special lunch?
We went to Red Eyed Mule, which is my favorite place ever.
Oh, where is that? I've never been there.
It's in south of Marietta. It's now on 120 on the 120 loop, south part of Marietta.
That's Marietta. That's Marietta right there.
Marietta. It's in Marietta.
Wait, indoor dining? What are you talking about? That doesn't.
Man, we in the dirty, man. We do what we want around here.
That was all in the before times. That's
no, we still rocking and rolling.
We have it. The disease is rampant, but hey, we can go have a burger. So
Jamie Neufeld is Dirk playing.
Oh, hey man, good to see you.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. The Canadian's still showing up. That's my boy right there. Who's got the UFO thing? Rich has got the UFO thing, I see. All right. So anyway, let's talk Canadian. How's it going, eh? Let's talk to this Canadian. How's it going, eh?
Good. Yeah, I got a long weekend off Friday, Monday, and we're coming to lockdown, so you know what that means. There's some bag fondling in my near future.
Hooray!
But yeah, so yeah, hopefully actually get out and maybe hit a store and see what's going on there. So that's kind of fun. I'm working on a new Lego photo, and which again, it's castle oriented. Sorry, man. Throw something up. You know you're going to do it.
It's all right.
No, you're losing your touch. So yeah, it's. Let me show you this.
You've been killing it with toy photography lately, Gil. Just so you know.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's dope.
So sort of like a big,
that's awesome.
Dark army kind of thing. And using the Harry Potter Kestrel, is that what they're called? I think it's in one of the after Harry Potter movies. They pull that carriage. But yeah, here's one thing though that'll go back to all the old guys is that part of it is going to be like involving like a bridge, right? That's over the over like a chasm kind of thing. But these racer parts, remember these things?
Yeah,
they're like racer tracks from like early 2000s, I think. I bought those in at Brick Fair 206. For Tech West, and they've remained untouched until now.
Virgin cards.
Yeah. So that's kind of what's going on in Lego way.
Cool. And explain to the viewers what exactly Tech West is.
Tech West? Oh, Tech West. If anyone's ever seen like. Again, rolling back the years, everyone ever seen like Brave Star, I guess, or Westworld if you want to go back even farther, or maybe it means something else. But it's like a fusion of of sort of classic spaghetti westerns and sci-fi.
So like Cowboy Bebop to a degree.
To a degree, probably more like Trigun. If you're for something like that, without the stupid, zany, big-eyed annoyances that go on in that kind of thing. But yeah.
Little Firefly action kind of thing.
Yes, actually, that would probably be the best.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It's big to my boy.
Yeah,
Tech West is pretty awesome. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, Gil. That was when we were doing facts and stuff. Tech West was kind of Gil's kind of thing, and it's awesome, and it would be good to have a revival of that. That would be superb.
Gil, I might talk about that later then.
What was that, Jeff?
Oh, I said I might talk to Gil about it later then, because that stuff to me.
It's really cool with Mandalorian stuff. That smells current again, so it'd be nice to revisit that. It was always great. I was never good at it. I would try and I'm like I can't do this. So it was great. It was also back in the day when there was not a lot of tan, there was not a lot of brown other than the bricks and stuff. So to get the parts to do that, then the colors, it was you were doing something to have those parts. So.
Actually, hang on. I think I can just grab this thing. One sec.
All right.
Have you guys ever done that with like Fort Legorado or any of the Wild West sets that came out?
That was a good source on parts.
That's a great
set. I think Bill wants to go find something.
Sorry, I don't know this. That's why I'm asking. So
no, it's good.
He said he was going to grab something, so you might want to be ready to cut his camera on that.
That's true. Finger on the button.
Where it came from, or so. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, this thing was a whole Tech West outpost. That.
Oh, I love it.
Oh wow.
And yeah, it was like this was like for a hydro miner. So it's got the big tanks there. And this guy basically, the idea was he existed. And there's the well.
That's awesome.
And that and yeah, he sort of just hung out here and sold water and all that kind of stuff. And
that's cool.
Yeah. So it's got like little sort of like horse and all this kind of jazz. So yeah, it's fun.
You did
fun
say
stuff.
horse, right?
Horse. That reminds me of
it's lonely, Chris. It's
I don't know what that means.
For whatever reason, that reminds me of the episode of Futurama where they go to the moon and they meet the crazy moon farmer that lives there. That's not an insult, I assure you. It's one of my favorite episodes.
It does though. It does.
The Canadian moon farmer now. Okay.
It's like Amy's like parents or something.
Yeah. It's silly. It's wonderful. That's great, man.
Hey, Micah's in the chat. Good to have you, Micah. Dude Jude is here. How you doing, Dude Jude? Good to have you here. And by the way, you said it had big tanks, and I avoided saying I love a Canadian with big tanks. So I don't, but I said it anyway. All right, let's go to Jeff. How you doing, man? It's good to have you. Good to have you here. What's up?
Oh, not a whole lot. I didn't know which Jeff you meant, so it's okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. We went to the American one. So.
We're Jeff squared. All right. So this is what I've been working on today. I know it's not like a crazy spaceship, but I got my last Hinkle print, and with these I've been framing them. And I kind of put a little bit of an informal protest to Lego on Instagram today with this. And I don't know, it was fun. It was a fun little build. Adventure stuff was cool. I'm getting ready to get geared up for a sci-fi build after the space station, or police station, I'm sorry. And I was working on some of the minor minifigures accessories. So I wanted to give them a bit more oomph for their, role, like to be like a heavy miner, as it were. And I know it's just a minifigure with extra stuff, but I mean, I think it's kind of neat. And this is just a scout with like a little hand drill and lights. That way he's going up ahead and checking out ore and stuff like that. And and
you're like 5 years old.
Yeah. I don't know.
Come on, nobody's gonna go for miners, not miners. Come on, you guys.
I lost it.
Hey, I'm running on like 3 hours of sleep, so this is the same shirt I wore yesterday. That's where I'm at right now.
And no
Yeah,
water.
I'm the only one that knew that.
I threw out a Galaxy Quest reference and nobody picked it up.
Oh, by Raptor's hammer, I will avenge you. So I got the minifigure of the week. Yeah, you want to cue that up, Chris? Or
Yeah, let's go throw that up there. Let me, Marker, you grab it, put it in the chat there.
I don't think your screen. Oh, wait a minute. There it is.
Weak. Ooh.
alrighty. So continuing with superheroes, just for the month of February, we have Sinestro. Oh no, it's Sinestro. One of the best Green Lanterns in the history of the Corps, tired of the red tape and being goodly, and after the death of his good friend Abin Sur, Sinestro went on to carry on out his own justice with the Yellow Fist. Green Lanterns use the power of will. The Yellow Lanterns, or Sinestro Corps in some circles, use the power of fear to overwhelm their enemies and making constructs the same as Green Lanterns do. That particular Sinestro only appears in one set, and he is minty fresh. As a minty fresh cost, it's $4.79. Used, it's $2.72. I used American monies because I'm lazy. The torso, however, has appeared on a Batman when Batman became a Yellow Lantern in the comic book for about 2 seconds, so they made a minifigure out of that. Because Batman, right?
All right.
Oh, did they?
The CMF series, we got the classic Sinestro in the purple and black. This was the set that he came in. Space Batman was there. Okay. And they gave Sinestro an axe and was like, good luck with Green Lantern and Batman. There you go. Also, his first appearance was in Green Lantern Volume 2, number 7 in 1961. Sells for $2,000, graded at a 9.4. So you go ahead and you buy 2 of those, I guess.
Go, Green Lantern. No, okay.
So, yeah, and here he is. I have modified him because I didn't like his hair, and after some stuff happened in the CMF series, I gave him the Yellow Lantern or Yellow Power Ring, and he still has his axe.
Does he have an axe to grind?
He does have an axe to grind. Against the Green Lantern Corps. So, next week will be a Marvel superhero.
So what is the food of the week?
Emily made me some quesadillas.
Meals.
By the way, that Green Lantern set you showed is the only one that has this piece in trans yellow. And I found somebody on Bricklink who had a few, so I grabbed them all. So for the classic space builds, you need that antenna piece because getting a regular antenna piece in trans yellow is quite difficult. So I made sure to get those. Thank you, TJ.
What's up, Brad Bills?
Oh, got some more folks in here. Yeah. TJ is here. That's awesome.
I lost my voice.
Trans yellow.
Sorry, I don't know what the hell's going on.
I don't either. Anyway. All right, let's see. Let's go to the other Jeff in Canada. What's going on, man?
I got new parts, or I got parts in today, so I'm a happy camper. You guys can hear me okay, right?
Yeah, man.
Just make sure. I had speaker issues earlier, or mic issues earlier. So I'm, hold on, let me just switch cameras here. Oops, that's not the right button. This is the crappy old cam, but gives you a bit of a better view.
Crappy old cam.
What? Sure.
So I had a bunch of parts in today, thankfully. So I'm going to be working on this afternoon or today. I've got these big triangle pieces in the back, which were kind of the main idea for my walls. I like how they're looking, so
I do too.
You know, building away.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Can I say you got to put 10, 11, 12 on there so I can then sing the song from Sesame
1, 2, 3,
Street?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11. Yeah.
And like a ball.
And what? Oh, see,
like a marble to like roll through the ball.
Yeah, I gave
like
it.
I did that TikTok.
Pinball marble.
I did that on TikTok.
Oh, wrong
Well,
camera.
the counting song or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Sweet. All right, Jeff, that looks amazing. So is that just going to be a whole dock arena thing or whatever? Oh, here it goes.
That's it.
That's it. You get me a strike on this thing, I'm going to get you, man. So if you got some baby at your house, you give me a copyright strike, 23 people will be upset that we're not on the air. So Let's see, Maddie. Let's go to Maddie. Maddie, what's going on in your world? Other than we've already gone to Maddie, but we'll go to Maddie again.
You're muted.
Don't tell her.
Sorry. I was just messaging a friend from Canada, and I was like, "Hey, I'm on a live stream with a bunch of Canadians," and she said, "Oh my God, that's so funny." LOL. But
did you say sorry after that? Because that's how you communicate with them. So.
Slowly, yeah. Things have just been a little bit nuts. Like my eBay store kind of took off a bit, and I was able to sell enough stuff on there to pay for my rent at my parents' house. So that was a bonus. But,
Wow.
been working on the police station, as you saw earlier. That mistake that I made, I need to figure out where that tan brick goes. Got a new shelf. We've been doing some organizing. Caught up with a long lost cousin. All sorts of things are happening. Preparing some bags. This is what I need an opinion on. So I just have a bunch of Lego in a bin, but I sorted it out, and I don't need it or want it. Like I have like a bag of Technic and a bag of Bionicle and whatever. Waited out.
My address is.
Well, I'm selling it. I want to sell it on eBay, but I don't know if it will be profitable to do it that way, or if I should just seriously do a Bricklink store, because I'm still hesitant about the Bricklink store, because if I do eBay and Bricklink, that's a lot to manage, and I would need to get a scale.
Yeah. Leave it under your table and don't sell it.
Leave it under my table and just hang on to it?
You're gonna need one Technic part, and you're gonna be pissed.
No, but I have a whole cubicle of Acro Mills full of Technic. This is just like stuff that didn't fit in the Acro Mills, and I'm like, and it also came from Goodwill, so I got it at a good price, and it's a bag.
Time to buy another Acro Mills so that you can.
I don't want to do
absorb
that.
that at the.
6. I told myself I'm not going to go bigger than 6, because if I move,
Yeah, that's what we all said. We all said that one time. At one time, we all said that.
I'm at 7. It's okay. I'm at 7.
Look, you see that? That's in your future right there.
Rich said that a whole small parts room ago.
Because the problem with the Acromos is that they're so small that it probably would be better to go with Sterilite containers. But I like the
get on it.
Yeah. I'm starting to look up Alex furniture on IKEA. So, Alex.
Maddie, just sell the bag on eBay and say it's a bag of Technic, and give a couple detailed pictures, and then spend that money.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Buy something else with it.
You want, like rent.
Right. So
find a really rare piece in the bag and make sure it's on the top of the bag as you take that picture. So people see that part. There's a treasure.
The bags of brick. I'm planning on just laying a minifigure, like a city minifigure, on top of me. Like
some
$10
1999 Princess Leia hair bun thing.
Now, Technic pieces command a higher price, so don't underprice yourself.
That's the other thing that I've been struggling with with the sales, is that, I had this commander from the 501st Battle Pack, and a lot of people really want that piece. And on eBay, it's listed at $25, but I lowered my standards and was like, this is free. I'm going to just list it at $15.
I do that all the time.
It's been sitting there, and someone shot me an offer for $2.50, and it's like near mint condition. And I said no. And then they were like, how about $3? And I said no. But it's like, that's the thing, that's what's killing me, is I'm sitting on a lot of things on eBay at the moment that could sell, that just aren't, But I don't think I priced them wrong. I underpriced them. Chimelo on eBay was going for $15, and I sold it for $10.
Just be patient. That's the only thing you can do.
Yeah, just wait. Someone will buy it.
Or you throw in a handful of tiny parts in unusual colors and just watch Matt buy it instantaneously.
Yeah. Just what did you guys see the new Lego periodic table that's out there?
I saw it.
Yep.
Oh, it's amazing.
It's beautiful.
It's so beautiful.
Oh my God.
I can't justify spending $40 today, but a couple of months from now.
It shows you like the color, and it shows you how many sets that color is in, how many pieces that color is in. and then I can't remember what else, but there's like a whole bunch of numbers on it, and it looks like a periodic table for Lego. Let me see if I can find it. I'll put it in the chat.
There you go.
Oh, cool.
That's from Bram.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing with selling Lego, and I mostly sell sets, so I don't sell a lot of parts, but it just goes in spurts. I mean, I'll have a week where it's busy, and then like last week, nothing. So, you know, it averages out, and you just have to be patient and feel confident. I mean, if something's been sitting there for months and it hasn't sold, then I might consider lowering the price. But usually I'm just like, well, it'll sell in the next year.
Yeah. And I noticed that certain themes are selling well. Like I've listed a bunch of Harry Potter, and that's just been sitting there. But the Star Wars, of course, Star Wars is going to sell on eBay because that's where like non-Lego fans go to buy their stuff.
Yep.
So it's there, right?
They don't know about Bricklink.
Yeah.
Speaking of sort of like unusual parts and that, one thing I didn't know if the panel had brought up at all because I missed, you know, a couple shows here and there. Has anyone talked about that video theme yet?
Oh, wasn't that tonight's topic? The technology in
actually,
Lego?
we can talk about it tonight. I actually going to do some research on it so I know what I'm talking about and maybe talk about it next week. I'd like to get my hands on it if I could get one just to see. But next week we're going to definitely talk about how all the forays Lego and technology have tried to make and why they have failed and what they could do to make it a win. I believe this one's going to fail really hard because what they were wanting kids to do is have kid TikTok, and you have to wait for things to be moderated and stuff. I think it's going to be a fail. I would love to be wrong, but I probably am. Let me welcome some folks to the chat. Doc Sampson is here. Will Hafner is here. Matt Forkham is here. I hope I don't miss anybody. So glad you guys and girls are with us today. Thank y'all for joining us.
As long as we're not talking about embargoes and I don't spend more money, we're fine.
The other thing that I heard, Shannon was trying to download the app, and he said it ate up a lot of memory. So
yeah,
it's like
yeah. But that was the problem with the hidden side one too. Like apparently it was like chalking of if your software, your hardware wasn't better on the better side, but
yeah.
But that was a point that I wanted to make about the Lego technology is it's supposed to be marketed to kids, and not every kid has an iPad or an iPhone, so they're going to go to mom and dad for it. And how willing are mom and dad going to be to download that kind of app, especially if it takes up that memory?
What's up, Howie?
Were you waving? Were you trying to get my attention?
I was waving at Howie and Jeff. Yeah, American.
I don't know about other parents, but I played the Nexo Knights game as much as Paul did. I thought it was really fun. I know Nexo Knights flopped, and that's part of our topic for next week. But it was a fun game, and the scanning the shields to get powers in the game and stuff was also fun.
I ain't gonna lie, I like scanning the shields.
Yeah,
that was my favorite part of it. It was like, I need more shields. Let me see if it'll work on me.
Yeah, right. It hit that collector bug thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Paul was into Nexo Knights at the time we went to in 2016. We went to Legoland, Florida, and that was when Nexo Knights was still current. So they had Nexo Knights decorations in the park and figures, and the park had Nexo Knight shields hidden around the park that we ran across them when we were walking around, and we found. I think one of the ones we found was the broccoli bomb or some kind of thing, and he was really excited about it. And I scanned that, and then he played the game later on and was doing broccoli bomb, and it was fun.
I've done broccoli bombs. It's never turned out well.
Well, that's the idea.
All right, yeah. So we'll definitely talk about it. We may just end up talking about it tonight when we get to chatting and stuff. Fun game. Let me see. Let's see. We haven't got to Magnus, I don't believe, going around the room. Magnus, how you doing, buddy? You're muted, dude.
Here we go. I'm good. I got some building in the other day. I think maybe last time I was on the show, I showed off some of these like serpent-like ornaments for the castle.
Yeah.
Now, so now you can.
Oh man!
Yeah.
Oh man, that's awesome.
So let's see. This is what like that one looks like,
Oh, I love it.
Cobra, la, 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 la. Sorry.
and then I've got these big like snaky things.
Oh, that's
Oh, those look so good, man.
Oh,
Those
dude,
look
you got the plane flying right beside it. Oh, that just makes the 7-year-old
that
in me
looks
go
awesome.
crazy.
Yeah, I've got
Yeah.
those. And right now I'm working on a big cobra-shaped kind of thing for the gatehouse too. Let's see if I can put this on.
Good.
Uh,
Good.
Not finished yet, but like it's
Oh, yeah.
Good.
it's being worked on.
That's awesome. That's great.
That's so fun.
Yeah, that's coming together so well. It looks so good.
I'm getting. Thank you. I'm real happy with it. I feel like I'd sort of stalled a little progress in it for a while on this thing. I was building some smaller mocks, which was fun, but I don't want to like, not finish this thing. And I'm getting to the point where I'm. Oh, thank you.
Didn't do that to me.
I'm getting to the point where I kind of going to have to tackle the interior because there's not much else to do at this point. Now that I've added the. Thanks for all the comments here. Yeah. So that's what I've been working on.
Oh,
Do we need to call
Almost
911 for you,
yeah,
Brickingham?
so
I'm
good.
just literally exploded. No, that's really awesome, man.
Yeah, Magnus, I don't have any words except I think I'm going to give up Lego now. That's awesome, man. Like, that's so
it
cool.
really is. It just like when I saw the beginnings, I'm like, okay, yeah, I can kind of see where he's going, but then to see it now with that level and like those snakes, I'm like, it's like leaping right off the screen or the page. It's so good.
It's
That's
great.
so good.
So great. Let's just sit here for about the next minute.
Yeah.
And just
Get it all in.
Well, I was just thinking that having the rattler soaring above it with the fire bat shooting out the top is pretty
Totally.
awesome.
all
That's-
right.
Yeah.
How did you hang the airplanes?
The airplanes. So I've got just little hooks in the ceiling that you.
Oh, it's like a little action view right here as he pans up,
I
going
know.
behind the
my
wing
God.
on the jet. Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Magnus, that reminds me, my dad used to do that for my brother. He would hang any of the Lego airplanes or like Lego submarines from fishing wire on a hook on the ceiling. That's cool.
I used to do. I had model airplanes when I was a kid, like plastic non-Lego ones that I was never very good at doing well, but I hung them from the ceiling of my room when I was a kid, and I'm surprised that more Lego builders don't do this with airplanes or spaceships or anything else that's supposed to be flying around, because it does it gets them off of surfaces and it looks cool, and maybe you have to dust them a little bit, but no more than you'd have to if they were on a shelf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you wouldn't want to do that with what Lego makes, because they never put anything nice looking on the bottom of anything that they make. It's just, it's just the top-down view that looks good. Everything else is junk. But yeah, man,
Focus on what's underneath.
there you go. There you go. Mr. Sandlin, what is up in your world today, man?
I had my review for work today, and my boss said I was doing great. That's just a good thing that happened today. So yay!
Did he give you a raise?
What?
Did you get a raise?
It was very small, and he said a bunch of people complained about it, and I said, you know what? I'm really happy to have a job right now. So
Why would
Then
you
you got
mention
employee of
that?
the month.
Yeah.
I mean, it's with COVID going around and times are tough everywhere and everything. I told him I'm grateful to be employed right now, and I just said this year and stuff is just important to be keep things in perspective.
It must be nice to be employed.
Well, you retired, dude. What are you talking about?
Suckers.
Well, there's upsides and downsides.
All right.
So, on the topic of Legos with 3 Z's, I am working on the color challenge, so I've been working on. Here's spaceshipy engine kind of things that. So I got 2 of those built. Whoa, and I'm throwing them around.
You fly too.
I think I smushed this one. Yeah, there we go. Like Glavin. I was kind of thinking maybe I'd angle them like this, kind of or something.
Right on.
Are you building a pod racer?
No. And I got a cockpit sort of started.
That looks really sweet. That looks really cool.
I was thinking maybe I'll put like some little blasters right here or something, and kind of. I don't know where I'm going with this, but this is what I got to start on. So I've got the sort of engine-y bits to kind of go with that.
Kind of a space A-10 tank killer kind of thing going on. I like it.
So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with that right now, and I don't know where that's going, but that's about it for that. And I got. I like this big bag of bright light yellow.
You like bring that out to like fondle every stream now.
Easy.
Hey, it reminds me of craft dinner, eh?
That's right, the real stuff.
That's right, Velveeta. That's awesome, and so that is a good reminder, a great reminder to those of us who are viewing and everything. We are having a contest. And it's the colors that he was using, trans clear. Will you stop messing with your bag on my show?
Please stop rubbing your sack on your face, Mark.
It'll never heal otherwise.
Let me just throw this up there for posterity's sake. All right.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. But anyway, so our contest that we have, it's a challenge. As a contest is that you need to build a space mock before March the 8th. So the Messy Monday on March the 8th, you need to have all your stuff. You can take it to our Discord, which I need to put a Discord link into the chat here. I'll do that in a minute while we get to talking. You can also pop it to me on Instagram and everything. And so we're going to try to show those off on that Monday. And then I'm going to pick some winners of different categories, whatever I think up, and you'll get some fabulous prizes that are probably not worth more than a couple dollars. But anyway, yeah.
Don't forget your moats and your don't forget your moats around your spaceship.
Can it be a bad spaceship? Like I have an idea for one that would be bad.
You're a bad spaceship.
Like,
I'm all shaky on the good bad thing.
Like poorly constructed. Like, can there be an award for worst spacecraft ever created?
Yes.
Like
Dana's already won that category.
Windows is going to be the only guy that knows this. That'll be like the participation pin.
Dana won the Rovers category for worst rover. That
is true. Oh, what we should do? We should submit his rover to the rover whatever contest, the flattened rover thing, run by Dana.
Oh no! Put it up on Lego Ideas. That would be awesome. Oh, that'd be so great. But do it so it's smashed. Oh, that would be so awesome.
Oh, it's smashed, all right.
Yeah. What are the rules? All right, the rules of the contest. You build a space thing. I don't care what it is. And it needs to have sand green, orange, dark gray, and trans clear as the major colors on the thing. Like if you're watching a cooking show, those are the mystery ingredients. So you've got to highlight them. Just what Mark has got right there. Those are the colors. You throw some other colors in there. That's fine, but you may not get as much appreciation because you've added too much that's not on the docket. Turn that in, have that finished photographed into me through the Discord that's on the picture that I have out. I'm gonna link that, or you can send me an Instagram, whatever, or you can post and link Old Gray Bricks, whatever you want to do. Have that here by March the 8th, and then we'll pick some winners, and there'll be fabulous prizes and everything. So,
Chris, can we use third-party minifigure parts?
as long as they're not structural, I guess. Yeah, you can. Yeah, your blaster, dude. That'd be fine. Okay.
Yeah, this is the gun from Aliens, so I wanted to make sure.
Shield the weight. That's cool. Oh, and I need to tell everyone here. I think we've been around today, everybody. Yeah, we have. I failed you all miserably today. I had one mission other than get my hair cut and everything. I needed to go to Krispy Kreme today to get a Mars donut, and they were sold out of Mars donuts this morning. So I got the next best thing. There we go. Look at there. There's your donut right there. There we go. All right.
I thought he was about to say a Uranus donut.
What?
I thought you were about to say.
No, I don't know what you're saying. Anyway, so I wanted to get the Mars donuts. Actually, look pretty neat. This for the rover that landed successfully, I've heard today. So I did not get a Mars donut. So I got a cake batter donut. It is Krispy Kreme though, so it is delicious. So look at there. Look at
And
him.
it has about the same gravitational force as the Mars.
Oh, this donut?
Yeah.
It's cake batter donut, by the way. Oh, anyway, oh, that's sweet.
So one of my friends got the Mars donut, and it looked like there was little charred pieces on it. And I asked her if she went back to the Ponce version of Krispy Kreme, which, for those of you who don't know, it burned down last week, and it was like a big deal because it's kind of like a local landmark. And it looked like she had her Mars donut had little pieces of like charred wood on it or something.
That was Oreo bits, dude.
Oh, is that what they're claiming it is?
You're an Oreo bit.
I'll show you what the donut was supposed to look like. Crying out loud. Making fun of Krispy Kreme, that's personal, by the way.
I'm a Dunkin' Donuts man.
Amen.
Out.
Yeah.
You're out. Get out.
But this is the extent of my sand green. So yeah,
Nice.
have a good contest.
Are those your structural pieces?
They're more of a flourish at the end.
Hey guys, I'm going to take off.
Take off, Hoser.
Take out,
Coffee.
man.
All right.
I'm going to give somebody else an opportunity to talk
All right, man.
and show
We'll
their
see
stuff
ya.
off.
Enjoy those milk crates.
Thanks. I actually have a chair.
Milk crates.
Actually, I have a
There you
chair.
go.
Chair.
There's the
Big
Mars
chair.
donut right there. There's your little char bits on there.
Yep.
How
So
did
it
they
doesn't look
do
like-
that?
Let me see if I can zoom in here. But we went out of our way to go to get us a donut today, and they were sold out. So yeah, if anybody's got an invite in the chat and wants to join us, that will be great.
But you have to bring donuts.
That's right.
For everybody.
Well, not for you people who like Dunkin', because y'all don't have enough class to have a Krispy Kreme.
Whoa.
That's true. We don't want to lower ourselves with Krispy Kreme.
Whoa! You're in Georgia. What is your problem?
Dunkin' Donuts rules the Midwest.
I'm from Illinois.
I'm from Michigan.
So why don't you eat Tim's then? Why don't you be a real man and have Tim's?
Tim's in Michigan when I lived there. You had to go to Windsor, for crying out loud. You had to have a passport to go to Tim's.
Yeah, and
I lived 2 hours from the border. Wasn't
yeah, I'm
convenient.
still waiting for some valid excuse.
You could have got maple syrup while you're up there too.
If I'm going to go to Canada, I'm going to buy new hockey gloves. No, there's no import duty on defensive gear. I mean,
He said duty.
Hey, Gil, do you want me to import you some sand green?
Yeah, that's like a whole stack of freedom right there, man.
Hey, you know what? I think I have to wonder if I got this stack out of a parts draft with C-Lug or something, because I never bought this many copies of the set. Because I think these came in the first Django Fett Slave 1.
I think so, yeah.
I don't think I had that many copies of it. So
See ya, classic bricks.
Maybe we did a parts draft or something, and I got a big stack of these. I don't know.
I thought,
Very classic. Take it easy, man.
Way back in the day, you had built something in sand green that required like a few of those, as I recall. Like this was a while, it was like 15 years back or whenever. It was like a long time ago.
I'm trying to remember. I don't know.
You guys have been Lego friends for that long?
What's
That's
that?
a long Lego friends for that long? That's a long time.
Oh, over 20 years.
I guess I'm like a super noob. Only been here for like a couple months.
We've been Lego friends before there was a 2 in front of the year.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Oh.
Chris and Gil and me were all on Lugnet. I think maybe Jeff VW was on there with us too.
Yeah.
Vroom, vroom.
Back in '99 was when I joined Lugnet, and
Oh my god.
And in the chat, like
You weren't born
Brom,
yet, right?
Jamie.
No, I was
folks,
born then.
Will's dad.
yeah, Brom was around, and Will's dad. Yeah, well, Will's dad was in C-Lug when I started C-Lug in the year 2000. Will's dad was at the meetings.
Oh, jeez.
Do you remember when Conan O'Brien did the year 2000?
Yeah, and also in the chat we got old timers. We got Stever and we got
and Freak too. Yeah, of course.
I'm such a noob. It's only been like month 10 and a half now. Wow.
No, you're not. We're just really old.
Because sometimes on some of the YouTube shows, somebody will build something, and we'll be talking amongst ourselves, kind of like, "Yeah, so and so did that like 20 years ago," and you know, it's just funny, kind of seeing people rediscover different Lego techniques or kind of interesting things that you know, we sort of have been at it long enough that we kind of had our Lego community thing happen, and then all of a sudden there's all these YouTube kids these days with their TikTok.
Yeah, I was gonna say you probably are like, those TikTokers, those TikTokers, what are they doing? Like
These kids with their videos.
their video games, like I don't get it. Technology.
We don't want to be like the model railroad guys where the average age is 67 at their convention.
Yeah.
Wait, the
Wait, yeah, we
monorail?
do.
No, the model railroad convention.
Oh.
It was always the Meccano guys for us.
Oh god. Well, I
We-
just watched
Piano.
we displayed Lego trains with the train model railroad people, and like I feel young among these people.
Yeah.
Like I would be a kid in their club if I joined. So
Did you guys see Django Brix's YouTube video, which actually made me tear up? Oh, that's cool. But Django Brix had a YouTube video. He had a subscriber send him a box of monorail stuff, and he was like, "I've always wanted this set, but didn't have the money." And then he was like, "I can't believe it," and his eyes were just like tearing up.
It was the airport monorail, and it was all there. The red cover, which is rare, and the red motor.
Yeah. And he was like, "I would have never been able to have afforded this on my own, blah blah." But someone sent it to me, and
Well, that's sweet.
and he was like, "I'm never going to sell this, but if I did," and I was like, "Oh no, don't say that."
I feel like I need to start a YouTube channel now.
Why? Do you have one?
No, I want some monorail.
Oh,
That's not a guarantee.
That's exactly how you get the monorail.
It's not a guarantee.
Listen, all you got to do is like, and they'll send you it.
yeah.
All I've gotten is grief and copyright.
All I've done is a restraining order.
Yeah. Oh. I was gonna say all I've gotten is pennies. Like TikTok, you only get pennies during the live stream, so I feel like a very cheap stripper. You get that. Oops. Oh my god.
The only thing that happens fun on YouTube is that you get to gather up your Lego buddies every once in a while and talk to them about Lego stuff and then make jokes and then embarrass Chris because when he comes to my channel, it's like the Fury Road. Anything goes.
Hey, speaking of that, I just want to point out that when Chris was absent, was it Monday? That we actually obeyed all of his rules.
Yeah, we did.
Like there was no swearing, there was no politics, and I don't think there were very many innuendos. So we were extremely well behaved.
What
when
does
he's
that
not
tell
around.
you? What does that tell you?
Wait.
Exactly.
Damn it, I hate Republicans, and I sure do hope they don't do some in-and-outs later.
Hey!
Burger.
All
In-N-Out
three
burger.
rolls at once.
Shiny and chrome.
Hi, everybody.
Go to the car. Love it.
Do you guys
Suddenly
remember?
Jeff-
Just in the top of my head,
suddenly
do
Jeff-
y'all remember before the days of Bricklink, and it was called Brick Bay?
Yeah.
Even before that, do you remember Auxzilla? Do you remember when they ran?
Oh, yeah.
Auxzilla?
Yeah.
And people complaining about the box getting mailed around, and some kid would take out something good and put a bunch of crap in the box.
Yeah. Or they'd stick in all like the Tyco bricks would like get shoved in the box and then sent along. Yeah.
Yeah. So what we used to do is you could sign up on a mailing list or whatever, and it would start with a box, and you put parts you didn't really want, but you were encouraged to put some good parts in there. But anyway, and then you would send that to the next person on the address. They would pull out what they wanted and put some bricks back in, and it would end up in some kid's house, and he would pull out all the really juicy parts and put in, Tyco bricks and, a couple of blocks of wood and send it on to the next person. And back in the day.
Sounds like the scam version of Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, which a lot of people did back in the day, where they would put their pants in a box and mail it to their friend, and hopefully it fit. But I can't believe people did that.
There's no Brotherhood of the Traveling Pants, because that would be something totally different, I'm afraid.
You guys would probably send knives
You
to
want to
each
get in
other,
my pants?
pocket knives.
Wait, what?
I'm going to predict that by the time this box went around to about 5 people, all that were left were Lego tires and
COVID.
No, and hair. And lots and lots of hair.
connector pins.
And
So
they're
wait-
not necessarily from parts you really are comfortable with.
Look at the box down here. What's in it? I got some Lego tires, a used contraceptive, and what appears to be a straw. Great. Thanks.
So
I mean,
how
I'll
much
give
did
you
you
there.
get?
I've given enough parts drafts to know what's left over at the end that everyone's like, yeah, you can have that. The brick separator, yeah, that's yours. One of the funniest moments ever at a parts draft is we were at Brick Fair, Alabama, and somebody had their friend with them. And with their second round selection, they picked the brick separator, and everybody's jaw just dropped. Afterwards, I was like, so what was it about that orange thing that drew your... He's like, oh, I really wanted one of those.
Well, Matt, that's funny you say that, because I've had a couple of kids mention to me in live streams, they're like, where did you get that orange piece with the eyes on it? And I'm like, it comes with the big sets, bro. And then they're like, really? I've got my private, I've got my sergeant, and I've got my general old gray brick. They're all ready to go. But the kid was like, where did you get that? So I'm not surprised that someone who is new to Lego picked the brick separator.
So I got a story about the brick separator. I went to Chicago on my honeymoon, and we went to the Lego store.
Wait, what?
What?
TMI.
What'd I say? What?
Nothing yet.
Oh, anyway, we went to Chicago. We went to the Lego store, and I was a newish. I had one brick separator, didn't know what it was or what it was for, and I asked him. I said, "I asked one of the employees, why'd y'all put a slide in there?" Because if you hold it like this, you can attach it, and it's just right down there.
That's hilarious.
The slide with speed bumps.
Oh my god.
Anyway, what do y'all know? Only one person laughed, and he
When I
was
worked
being
at the-
Canadian.
When I worked at the store, I would keep like 4 extra in my pocket. And when someone would say like, hey, do you sell any brick separators? I would be like, here, take it. Don't tell anybody I gave this to you.
Yeah, weren't they on sale at the store for like $4 or something like that in a bag?
$250.
$250.
That's crazy, because I went to the used brick store for the first time like maybe 3 months ago, called HHH Depot in Cincinnati. Super excited, was like super ecstatic. Went through the used bins, and they gave me a brick separator, and then I put it in my pocket and didn't realize I did, and it was like, can I have another one? They're like, sure, no problem. Gave me another one. But then at the end, when we were cashing out, the guy was like, "Oh, you can keep the brick separator, it's yours." And then I felt my pockets for my wallet and was like, "Oh wait, I found the extra." And he's like, "You can keep that one too." And I was like, "Oh, really? I can have 2 brick separators for free?"
I have more than a full cup of them, and I don't know what to do with them.
Well, when Brittany does build, she builds out with the brick separators.
There was some guy a while back who made this kind of funny little short vid, Edward brick separator hands, and he put them on all his fingers, right? And you see him like he does that scene like when he's carving the ice and stuff. He goes in there and he's just like he's doing all this kind of stuff, and he steps back, and it's when they ham-fisted inserted that Sada sculpture. The red guy with the bricks spilling out of his intestines and stuff. So it was pretty hilarious, actually. Like, that's pretty clever.
I'm going to steal that for a TikTok video. That sounds like it would do really well.
I'm gonna head out.
Bye.
See you, buddy. Hey,
Yeah,
Brick
man.
Smith, by the way. Brick Smith, by the way, I have a feeling talking about I think it was a year ago that I messaged you on Facebook for the first time. I think because I was in Florida and I looked at my memories today, and I'm like, I think this is about the time that I said, "Hey, man, what's up with the pink bucket?"
All right, come on. And no one else in this room has asked me about it. I'm kidding. All right. Bye, everybody.
See you, man.
Remember, gotta love those bricks.
Later, Jules.
That's funny.
Super goofy.
You going
Yeah,
too,
he's
man?
a good guy. What's up, Matt?
I haven't given my update.
Oh, did I not come to you? Golly, I'm sorry.
It's okay. You often hit me early, so it's fine.
I didn't
So-
go in any order today, and that's my problem.
So because
For your donut.
That's right. You did Krispy Kreme.
So this morning I got up and I'm trying to find a picture. So I was thinking the other day about how a lot of times I don't try to build creatively until it's the end of the day, and sometimes I'm just burnt out. And so I thought, maybe I should get up and build first thing in the morning. So I did that today. So I got up and I built for an hour before I did the rest of my day, and I mostly finished the back side of my Bob's Burgers. And so here's my Instagram. Wow, that really looks terrible. Anyways, if you go to Falconer18 on Instagram, you can see the picture much better. And it worked really well. Like I would say in that hour that I spent in my Lego room, like I was really pleased with just how much progress I made. So I think I'm going to try that again tomorrow. Like get up and go in there for an hour and build creatively. Like I find that if I'm tired at the end of the day, it's fine building an official set where I'm just following the instructions, which I'm doing right now. I'm also working on the police station modular, but sometimes in the evening I'm just kind of fried. Yeah, thank you.
Do you know what I was watching this on Instagram, and what I really like about this, oddly enough, is the downpipe. No, Chris,
The fire. Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's like it turned out so well. I'm like, that's really cool.
And it's pretty much exactly like the cartoon. So if you take a look, and so like on Facebook, I shared both the cartoon that it's based on, and I shared my version of it. So I tried really hard to match up the physical appearance. I mean, since it's a cartoon, it's not super detailed, and I tried to give the impression of the trash thing overflowing and sort of spilling out. I think one more thing I'm going to add is like a bike without tires. So like a junk bike frame in the back. I got to figure out how to like squeeze that in there. But the hand truck was something that I really liked the way it looked. The one thing I've done since I shared that picture is I did move the fire escape over to the right-hand window, and I think it looks better. And that's actually more faithful to the original cartoon material. But it's kind of funny. The last two big building projects I've done, I mostly do modular type buildings, and when some of the colors like lime green and pink, as I collect the bricks, I think, when am I ever going to use these colors? But I'm using them. I'm using 2 shades of pink on the bubblegum headquarters, and I'm using the lime green and yellow, which yellow is also a color I almost never use. So it actually makes me feel good to know that the neglected colors in my palette are going to result in 2 structures And even though I'm actually chewing through most of my lime green and my medium and dark pink, I'm okay with that because I don't plan on turning around and building yet another pink building anytime in the near future. So, whereas sometimes when I use like dark orange, it's almost painful because the miser in me is like, but I really might want this dark orange piece for something else in the future. I don't worry about that with the lime green color. So,
looks good.
Cool.
Yeah,
it's been fun.
It's amazing. And you're talking about. All right, let's talk about that real quick. Have you ever done a morning build versus night build? Which is better for you? That's since you've discovered that morning build is easier and better. What about you guys?
Yeah, I kind of find it the flip. I find that at night I tend to be a little more creative, and my eyes are too tired because I'm old to flip through the instructions and kind of go through that. So at night it's kind of like, I don't know, I find it's a little bit less taxing to build creatively. But in the mornings, like sometimes on a weekend, when I get up, and I'll build a set and I've got a cartoon on or something like that, it's pure nostalgia. Like I literally feel like I'm like 10 years old. All I need is Pop-Tart and, some Lucky Charms, and I'm about to, have a diabetic attack. But like that's what I find kind of works best.
My day usually starts with taking care of stuff around the house that I need to do because that's important. And then lately I've just been like logging on to Space Engineers. I've been showing some of those pictures to some of you guys, and I'll build that way and get the creative juices flowing. And then about noon or so, I'll kill it, and then I'll put on something in the background, and that's when I'll start letting my brain work, and everything that I built already will manifest somehow. Because when I was doing Space Engineers today, I was like, I really hate how the mining option works, and that's where these ideas came from. Like, what would space miners look like in my galaxy or whatever. So like, as long as that inspiration like surge is there, I'm good. Otherwise, meh.
Cool. Anybody else? I have figured out with me. I mean, I used to build late at night, and I don't stay up like I used to anymore. If I stay up past 11, I pay for it for like a month. It feels like because I'm like, oh, I'm so tired. But I mean, I'll probably build after the show's over unless my wife's home, and then go hang out with her. But I have gotten to where after I've had my coffee in the morning, and if I have time, if I come down and build, I get a little more accomplished. It's almost like I get fresh ideas or fresh eyes on the crap I put together the night before and rebuild it right in the morning. Obviously, I don't have a lot of mornings to do that because I have to go to work. But in the morning, I don't have to go to work tomorrow, so I'll probably get up in the morning and work. And it kind of, with that coffee and that attention, I guess, span with the coffee, I actually fire through some pretty good ideas pretty fast. I mean, there's a couple of contests I built for our club, and it's basically been a morning build, and that's it, getting it done. Kind of seems like I don't have anything else on my mind I can focus on it. But usually I get the bulk of my building done at night, but it's almost like the special stuff I do better in the morning. So that's just the way my building style, I guess, has changed and everything. So
Right.
I'm a late night person in general. I stay up late and I wake up as late as I can get away with. So I don't remember the last time in my life that I was building before noon. But I don't know. Maybe I should try that.
Was that intended to be a typo, or is that?
Okay, coffee farts are the worst because you never know how it's going to go with a coffee fart.
Is it going to be mocha or not?
Is it? Yeah.
When you get over 40, you never trust a fart. I can just stay around.
No force involved.
It's funny, Magnus, because I'm a night person as well, and Thomas is as well. So we both especially with COVID and me teaching via the internet, we've gradually migrated till we don't even get in bed till 1. I mean, we're just night owls. But my cat does not understand the concept of sleeping in. So she is an alarm clock that never fails to go off at like 7:30 to 8. the process begins. She leaps on me. She purrs real loud in my ear. So it's either I fitfully push her away and try to steal some more sleep, or I just get up and go downstairs and feed her. So it's evolved into I'm getting up at 8 a.m. and staying up till 2 and taking a nap in the middle of the day. So I'm up, so I might as well go build.
Did you say feed her or beat her? I couldn't tell.
Feed her. Feed her. She's an old lady. There's no beating. She's 16 years old. I'm not gonna beat her, even though I have thrown water on her occasion. Like, get away.
My friend used to do with the cat with the same problem. They close the door, but then the cat would come and meow outside the door, scratch, whatever. Yeah. So he put his vacuum outside of the door, and he ran the cord underneath the door beside his bed. So when the cat comes and messing around the door and won't go away, he plugs in the vacuum. To start up, the cat doesn't start running till it hits the basement, right? I'm like, but that's brilliant. Like, that's a great idea.
That's just a great idea.
Wow. My cat is always outside the door scratching. Like, there's claw marks on the door where she scratches. She's blind, so her way of letting us know that she wants to go in somewhere is to give us like a verbal command. So the vacuum cleaner would be great. That is a great idea.
Oh, no, I thought it was brilliant. I tried it with my daughter, and it didn't work as well.
Oh man, that is so funny.
Maddie, when do you build? Good. Maddie, when do you build? What is your?
I must be young, but my inspiration for creative builds just happens like right before I go to sleep, and then I'm like, it's like right before you're about to hit dreamland, and I'm just like, if I don't write this down or I don't put it in brick form, then it's not going to happen. Like the other day, I made a bagel, an egg, and some bacon for a TikTok video because something just hit me like right when I woke up, and I have weird hours because I teach kids in China, so I usually don't go to bed until like 3 a.m, and then I wake up at 6 to teach, and then I'll take like 2 naps in the day. I'll take a nap in the mid-morning, and I'll take a nap during the nap time because my mom's a daycare provider, so I'll take a nap during the time that the kids actually take a nap, which is like from 12:30 p.m. until 3 p.m. I'm napping. Which is
do you lie down on like one of the little mats on the floor and stuff?
I got myself a cot. My mom has my baby blanket ready for me, and I'm taking a nap. It's all good.
Sippy milk, you're right there to go. And...
Yeah, so my inspiration comes at night. That's when I'm most inspired. Morning, I'm not a morning person. Working at the donut shop in high school really wrecked me. Like having to wake up at 4 a.m. to get to my job at 4:30 was just not. No.
I'm sorry. I brought up donuts. Then I'm sorry.
No, maybe really one donuts. I might have to get some tomorrow. It's really funny.
Are you going to walk in the snow uphill both ways?
I'm going to walk 45 miles uphill and downhill. You don't even know what you have, like you youngins. So silly.
Kids these days.
I have this feeling that like Jeff seems like his Lego room there. Just you. See, it seems like some command center, man. Like you're like building like 24/7 in there. Like you take small breaks to do like your job, and the rest of the time you're there.
Right now, no. Right now, work is 24/7 sitting at this desk. Well, not 24/7, but 9 till 5 sitting at this desk. But I'm building like when my kids aren't here. I build as much as I can. When they are here, I have less time to build, just because I want to hang out with them for some reason. I don't know. But but yeah, for me, it's probably nighttime. Although if I get a chance to build in the morning, I will. Like on the weekends. I don't think there's any really real time where I'm not creative unless I've just, can't think of what to do. So.
Right. And then you're sorting.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I have a Bricklink store too. So I got to pull parts and stuff as well. So yeah, there's always something going on. I've got stuff to put into my store I haven't done yet, but because this project is my priority, right? So.
Right.
But yeah,
It's a good priority to have.
But I agree. It feels to me that you are working very quickly. It seems like, every day you're adding a lot or changing a lot in your build. So I'm impressed.
Yeah, I just finished building this wall pretty much. Let me switch over for a second. I lift it up, but I don't know how sturdy it is.
Oh,
Yeah, I
lift
know
it up.
Well, there's some oil crashing.
Not as sturdy as
I went to go lift it up and knocked the support out. And there was a-
Train down.
There we go. Why don't we do this? It's over here.
Nice.
So let's put that
Those
over there.
AquaZone pipes, they just work so well for
Yeah.
that, you know?
Yeah.
So how many of those corner pieces did you consume?
The facet corner thingies? Yeah. These guys?
Yeah. Looks like a lot.
I ordered like another 50 like last week. So this is the only wall that's going to have it. I'm going to basically go another 4 bricks up here. And then I'm going to start working the roof. And then these guys will go across the roof for air ducts coming down. So,
Are you going to go 4 bricks above what you already have? Or
I got to go another 4 bricks, and that'll be the top of the IKEA shelf.
Okay.
Like the lowest point. So I figured it. I think it's 4 bricks from here exactly. So now I'm just trying to
fit inside an IKEA shelf. That's going to fit inside an IKEA shelf?
Yeah, it's going to basically fit into, let's see if I can get the angle right here with my hand, fit into one of these cube areas here.
Oh,
Like
okay.
Because originally I just had the model sitting on that shelf, and I'm like, no, I want to build something to put them in. So
are you going to do a roof, a ceiling as well?
Yes. Yeah, it'll be supported, and that's what
Sweet.
That's what these are going to be for. Like the arms on this will be hanging off the ceiling, so there'll be no supports underneath the ramp. If I can make it work.
So how much did my long lost cousin Janie Gunning charge you for that number 2?
She didn't charge me anything, thankfully. Janie was giving me some advice, or we have a little Facebook group, 3 or 4 of us, 4 of us that talk. And when I was doing the numbering, my last 2 did not look so nice.
It looks good.
So
Yeah, it looks really good.
actually, the 2 was basically the 5 upside down, because that makes sense. Let me grab that one.
No.
Oh, I don't care.
Oh.
My two was. I'm just turning the 5 upside. My 2 used to look like that. Obviously, the other direction, of course. But
Yeah. It looks
Right.
better.
so yeah, it looks better like that for sure.
Oh,
It does. It really does.
You use jumpers to get it like that?
Yep, jumpers. Yeah, as soon as I realized that the offset jumper there, like on the 3, to offset it like that, it just made it look perfect. I was like, okay, that's good.
That's amazing, man.
Mm-hmm.
See, Jeff, the nice thing about you is you're like the part of the Venn diagram that brings together both people who build modulars and people who build space.
Whoa! What do you think Moonbase is? What?
Moonbase is its own thing. It's not really a modular. What Jeff is building is more in the family of like a structure with walls. And Moonbase is like this elevated corridors that fit together. We don't really build corridors. We build
Elevated.
So what you're saying is that for Moonbase, you build modular corridors that stick to other modules that are modular.
Well, see, my modulars aren't modular. They're buildings. Sometimes the floors don't come apart. So I'm not truly a modular guy so much as I am a building guy. But the one thing that the Moonbase would do is prepare me to do a sky bridge from one building to the next. Now, that I've never done in a layout. I think that would be kind of fun to build a sky bridge that goes across the street.
Yeah, it would.
Oh, crickets. I put everybody to sleep.
We're still smarting because you blasted Moonbase. You were mean.
And Krispy Kreme.
And Krispy Kreme. You are 2 strikes, buddy. 2 strikes.
Hey, everybody, was nice seeing you. I won't be on the show next week now.
That's the Cara Dune of old gray bricks.
It's Hitler.
Nice.
Yeah, and by the way, you connect all your modulars with roads. You might as well just call those Moonbase connectors. Come on now.
There's a guy. There's here back in the part of Toronto I used to live in. One of the grocery stores, they had a sky bridge the nice big one. They went across like 6 lanes of traffic. And then when the store shut down, this guy who about 2 hours north on a highway to nowhere, he has a burger joint that was so popular. Yes, exactly. That was so popular. People were basically getting hit by cars parking on the other side of the highway to cross it, to get to it. So he came to Toronto. He bought this sky bridge, had it hauled all the way out in the middle of nowhere to cross the highway so people could park on the other side to go, get a burger, which in my opinion is really not too far up from like a Wendy's. Yeah,
they were good way back when, but yeah, last time I went, they were not good.
Yeah, like 20, 30 years ago, but yeah.
Hey, fellas and lady, I'm going to take off for the night. So thanks very much for having me here. You guys have a great week, or whenever we'll see each other again. Either or. Have a nice night.
Good luck in the house, man.
Yeah.
He's got to turn his fan back on. He's got to turn the fan back on.
Poor guy.
Jeff always wants to exit, and that sounds like he's extremely annoyed that either he was here and had to be here, which he wants to be, but he always exits quiet. It's like, like life continues, and then clicks.
First of all, I just want to say, I have a lot of empathy for anybody who has to deal with the flooded basement or flooded broken pipes. When I was a senior in college, I was living on campus, and my parents had moved out of our house temporarily, so they were living on the west side of Michigan. But I would go back to the house to use the washer and dryer because I was too cheap to use the coin laundry in the dorm. And the house was only 25 minutes away, so I just drive home. I can do laundry for free. Mom and Dad will pay for the electricity and the soap. So it's a good deal, right? So I got my laundry basket. And I parked the car. The house is all dark. I get out the key and I open the basement door. And when I open the door, water flows out.
No.
And the pipe that went to the external spigot had frozen, broke, and the water had leaked inside the basement. And the basement was furnished. And so I immediately go upstairs and called my parents, and I'm like, "It's bad. You need to come home. You need to come home. The whole basement is flooded." And then I took the snow shovel and I shoveled water out the door. That's how much water was taking.
Oh, that's crazy.
That was not fun.
My parents, our old house, we lived in a Victorian semi-mansion, so it was huge. Great big place. All 6 kids could have their own room, furnished basement, attic. But my mom is a daycare provider. So one day, one of the daycare kids comes running up to my mom, and he's dripping wet. he's like, "Mrs. Sullivan, it's raining. Mrs. Sullivan, it's raining. It's raining." And my mom's like, "It can't be raining. No." And then another kid comes up, and he's dripping wet too. And she's like, "What's going on? Why are you guys soaking wet?" And then finally, she goes into where they are because she was making lunch. And the pipe burst in the living room. And what was happening was water was shooting out of the living room, and it was looking like rain. And the kids were just like, la, 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 playing in the water.
This is great. It's a sprinkler indoors.
Hey, Matthew.
Yeah.
You didn't tell us about your bling.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was.
Oh. I thought I did. I got this probably 3 months ago. So it's a German company that takes used technology and makes it into jewelry. And so they made a line of minifigs and different colors. So I really liked it. And it actually just popped up as a Facebook ad. And I'd never heard of this company before. So I Googled, and they had a good reputation. And originally these things were really expensive, $80, but they had them almost half price. So I wanted it, and I don't really wear jewelry. I don't wear rings. I don't wear earrings. But I've been wearing it ever since I got it. And it's my little minifig totem. So that's my bling.
That's fun.
That's cool.
I now want to see Matt wearing a big old medallion and the whole thing.
30 more of them.
Like Napoleon Dynamite's brother.
Yeah, exactly like that.
Well, I mean, we already talked about how Jeff needs to wear a big VW on a chain around his neck.
Yeah. Vroom vroom. Farfig Newman Jeff. We gotta change it to Farfig Newman Jeff. I'm serious.
All right, hey guys, we're about at an hour and 30, and so we'll land the plane right here. I think my bride is almost home, but anyway, so glad you guys are here. This was just kind of just in general chit chat, and I actually really enjoyed it. So it was a lot of fun. Yeah, make sure that you build the contest. You got 20 days or so to build a really cool space mock using those colors: dark gray, sand green, orange, and trans clear for Windows if you choose to use those. So have those and turn those in. So glad you're here. We'll do Messy Monday on Monday, just in general talking. But next Thursday for our Thursday Night Live, we will talk about Lego and technology, where they have ever succeeded, which is probably nowhere, and where they have failed and maybe why. And hopefully I'll know a little more about the video thing to talk about it. I was hoping that Boone would be able to join us because he actually has tested out some of the products. So maybe he'll be in here next week to talk with us about that too. I mean, I'm interested. The figs look great. Let's just go ahead and say that. The minifigures I've seen with this new line look really, really fun, and that probably will drive it to be semi-successful. So we'll talk about that a little bit next week, especially want to know a little more about it. So, but we'll talk about that. Hope you guys have a great week. My son's getting his driver's license test tomorrow, maybe, and we'll right. Yeah, he's not getting the car yet, but anyway, yeah. So if you hear of some large explosion in Georgia, it was either the pizza I ate or him getting his license. So. So glad you joined us tonight. Have a great night, everybody. And remember, be kind to your neighbor. Do something nice for somebody and put a mask on, for crying out loud. See y'all later. Bye.